All right. Hey, welcome to Friday night, and we're live with Fancast. What's our episode? Does anybody remember? 64. I'm your host, Brainmuffin, the Lifting Nerd, and with us tonight, a very special guest, Coach Loudy.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Let's gather around, take a knee, and turn the hell up.
That's right, God damn it.
All the way from New York City. At least that's what he claims. Look at Mel Pro.
All right. So I want you to know that from now on, you shall be calling me LeJuan James, and I know better than all of you white gringos out there. And I'll tell you this much: the NFL is racist. It is enslaving people of my color, brown.
And it keeps them down. It doesn't promote them because there are no black head coaches ever.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding this thing on my piece of paper. I don't understand what they say.
That's okay.
I can't read this. Can you read it?
All right.
I believe it says John Cena.
Yeah. And the other ethnic of the show, Temida.
Get your ass to Texas.
Oh, I would. You make it sound so lovely.
And rounding out the top six, Reality's Frank.
Get your ass to Mars.
I was just watching that. That's
woohoo to Mars.
Jiggity woohoo.
So we're in the fourth day of 2019, and it's already making celebrities drop dead like old people.
Like jiggity woohoos.
Jiggity woohoos. So we lost Super Dave Osborne. We lost Bob Einstein, who I don't know who the heck he is. Curb Your Enthusiasm actor. We lost the captain side of Captain and Tennille, for those who can remember the 70s. And Gene Okerlund. So
the voice of wrestling for many years, Mean Gene Okerlund. He will be missed at the age of 76.
Yeah. I have such fond memories of him, Loudy. You seem to recall a certain Booker T promo. Him talking about he's coming after Hulk Hogan and calling a certain.
We want the gold, sucker! Hulk Hogan, we're coming for you! That's all I got. Sorry, guys.
Oh, no, we won't get to the platform instantly if you say that, if you finish that sentence.
Honestly, one of my favorite Mean Gene moments is probably, I forget what WrestleMania it was. But he was getting ready to interview, I want to say it was Rick Rude, and the sign just falls down right behind him, and they're live. And he just lets down, I want to say he lets down like a damn or a fuck on live TV, and it was probably one of the funniest moments ever.
Oh man, there was plenty of those. I know there's a moment I think where this was back when WWE had WWF had that home magazine. I think Elizabeth was on the cover, and he's like, "Oh, the beautiful Miss Elizabeth" on the cover, and he sees like one of the stagehands nearby, like one of the cameramen. It's like, "Here you go, son. Have fun with that later."
That's what I loved about Mean Gene. He was always a crazy motherfucker.
That would have really been, if you look at it like wrestling in the past, like, you know, those ages of Hogan, Macho, those guys, like a lot of the promos that it was like cream of the crop and everything. For example, with Macho Man or anything that was coming out of Hogan's mouth, so he would always say, "Well, listen here, Mean Gene.
Listen here, Mean Gene."
There you go. You could do it much better than I can. I can't even do it tonight. There's just the back and forth, the conversation, the dialogue that would go on between the whoever was the interviewee at the time, and then himself, Mean Gene, the interviewer. So it was just back and forth, and he almost always kept his composure. I mean, come on, just think about the Booker T one. Like, Booker T was the only one in that whole. If you watch that clip, Booker T really was like the only one that realized what happened. And
no! If you really pay attention, Sensational Sherry realizes it too, because she's standing there trying to hold back a smile. It's like her, like Booker T and Sensational Sherry are the only two that realize, oh shit, I just dropped the N-word on live TV.
But I think he did it because he did it. Like it's almost like because the moment that A sound like finished, she kind of reacted.
Oh yeah,
because that was the thing. It was like he reacted and he finished it off. I really don't want to say it because I don't want to get us all in trouble. Listen, I've heard things about streams getting cut short because of certain things being said. So
that's all right.
Yeah. But it's like the moment that you see Booker T put his hands on his face, like, "Ah, shit, I fucked up." That's kind of like when she reacts. Mean Gene, to his credit, just kept that shit going. Like it didn't even phase him.
Well, that's
Like,
because Mean Gene was a professional. Like he couldn't like let it with I want to say that one mishap at WrestleMania. Like he couldn't like pay attention to that shit.
of course not. Oh man, such a class act always. And thankfully, unlike most wrestlers of that era, most performers, he managed to live to see a very good age in life. Was it like 76 or something like that?
Yeah, he died at the ripe old age of 76. I didn't realize he was going through any. I didn't realize he was going through any health issues. Honestly, that was pretty sudden for me personally.
I mean, I think it catches all of us off guard because we really just, we're kind of at this point expecting wrestlers from the past to just start, basically dropping now at this point. Like we're all waiting for some of the other big ones to go.
I'm waiting to see that Road Warrior Animal passed away. Like I know he's probably nowhere near ready for that, but honestly, for me, I was a big Road Warriors mark when I was a kid. So, so when Hawk passed away, I kind of felt that. But when Animal passes away, it'll be just bricks for me, man.
Oh shit! No kidding.
Yeah.
I mean, and I know we've had a few scares supposedly with Ric Flair. Ric Flair being someone who's constantly.
Ric Flair is immortal. I don't know what you're talking about. When they say the immortal Hulk Hogan, no. Hulk Hogan's not immortal. You obviously have not paid attention to what Ric Flair's been doing. Oh, my organs are shutting down. Fuck you guys. Watch this shit. Oh, kicked out at 2. And now he's cleared to wrestle again if he really wanted to. I guarantee you he makes some type of appearance at the Royal Rumble.
Oh, no, Ric Flair is going to outlive Hogan. I think that much is already a given.
Well, I mean, yeah, when you look like a fucking hot dog, you people might outlive you.
Oh man.
Pasta Mania? I don't think so. Wiener Mania for that, man.
Oh shit.
Hey, Terry Funk hung in there for a long time.
Hey, Terry Funk is still alive.
Hashtag Wiener Cousins.
Goddamn, I haven't had a good Wiener cousin in a while.
I don't even know what that means. I'm still laughing.
All right, so Wiener Cousins. You don't know what Wiener Cousins are, Late?
Nope.
So Wiener Cousins, at least I've heard them called Wiener Cousins, or when you and some other dude, at some point in time, have had sex with the same woman. All right, it could be one day later, it could be years later, but you both have fucked the same woman, and that is how you become Wiener Cousins.
That's beautiful, man.
It really is.
Beautiful.
I try.
All I can say is that once Leif handed me the kingdom, I've kind of started having a divided attention on this stream and another stream going on at the same time.
Oh god, you don't have it up right now, do you?
Only on the phone.
Do you have a hard time getting it up?
Oh, me? Please.
Yeah.
My people are known for overpopulated. I don't think we have any trouble with getting it up.
What do you mean by your people, sir? You're offending me. What do you mean by your people?
All my people who freaking
represent the beaners, man.
Orale.
Okay, you're offending me by getting offended by somebody else's offenses. So that's probably
chill out, Dion.
That's like a mirror. Looking into a mirror that's a mirror. Gee whiz, when does it stop?
Wait, we have someone in here named Amir. Who's Amir?
Did you just assume my reflection?
No,
damn it.
Because if you look deeply enough, you'll see nothing.
Wait a second. So you have a reflection? What about those that are incapable of casting one?
Like vampires?
No, like Mexicans.
Excuse me, they're called Vampire Americans.
Vampire Americans.
Fuck off.
That movie Dust Till Dawn was not a documentary.
All right, you guys talking about Gene?
Yeah, I'm good on Mean Gene. He's dead.
What about Super Dave?
Yeah, so he's not getting any deader.
Yep.
Well, okay, so who do we got as the next wrestler to go?
Next wrestler to go, what sure as fuck ain't going to be Ric Flair. I'd say if he doesn't watch himself, hold on. I'd say if he doesn't watch himself, probably James Ellsworth.
Oh, did you? I heard something happen with him, recently.
Yeah. So supposedly, and I'm saying supposedly because God forbid someone's lawyer listens to this and we just get all the shit thrown at us. Allegedly, he was sending nude pics of himself, which I don't know why anybody would want to fucking see that shit, to a 16-year-old girl in New Jersey. And she posted that shit all over Twitter and all this other jazz. But I guess something about, yeah, I know. Well, not like everything, but like, hey, here's the fucking proof. Yeah, trust me, we didn't see any chinless dick. We made out on that one.
That man has no chin. I don't want to even think about like, at least when we all heard about Seth Rollins, we were all like, all right.
It's like, that's a good looking guy.
Who looks like Jesus?
Yeah, but anyway, so but apparently he was found innocent because age of consent, I guess. I'm not sure. But yeah, he's far from in trouble. But you know, that shit's just kind of creepy, bruh.
Oh, come on, man. I the crazy thing is I kind of like James Ellsworth. Like, I don't think he's the worst thing in the world. I think it was just
I do too, honestly. Like when he first was introduced in the WWE, like on a full-time kind of basis thing. Not so obviously not when he jobbed Braun Strowman, but like when he was actually brought in like during an angle and all that. I mean, I was pulling for him. He was that underdog style guy that, you know, no one expected to do anything. And, you know, he gets, you know, it's a comedy act, but he gets thrown in the main event with, you know, AJ Styles and all that stuff. And it's just like, it's like, wow, it makes me think, hey, that could be me. And then I realize I have way too many concussions to go back in and do that. So it will never be me.
You're also in much better shape than he looks. So
I don't know about that, man. I mean, I may look like it, but put me in a ring, I'd probably be done within 3 minutes.
That's true. That's true. I mean, the whole thing with Ellsworth, I think, was just I think is two things. One, I think it was just they ran with the joke too long. They should have kind of given some time to cool down and not overexpose him. And then two, let's face it, sometimes fans are just pretty cutthroat. Like they'll demand something too much of something too soon, blow their load, and they don't want it anymore.
Right.
Said I feel part of the problem why modern wrestling sucks is also on the fans' fault, and they need to really consider that too when bringing about those things. And I know the guys are about to say, "Well, this ain't ring rust, so stop talking about wrestling." So let's move on to the next subject.
Right. Oh, hold on. This will be the last thing I say. I promise, and then we'll totally drop wrestling. It'll be dead just like it is today.
This is far more entertaining than ring rust. So,
what was that?
This is far more entertaining than ring rust.
Oh, absolutely. Ring rust was a fucking abomination, an abortion clinic, if you will.
So who was the aborter?
I'm sorry?
So who was the aborter?
Well, we don't know. We're still trying to figure that out. The body was unidentifiable.
Kendo was the father.
It looks like Sal Silverman, for all we know.
Long story short is that some guys from New Japan that some of us may or may not know, and Cody and the Young Bucks are starting their own promotion called AEW or All Elite Wrestling, and they're in talks with I think TNT and Spike, and they supposedly McMahon is already afraid of a ratings war, so because they suck as it is with ratings. So that's all I got. Wrestling is dead, not only in real life but in this conversation as well. So next topic.
What's the next topic?
Whoa! Speaking of wrestling. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I was something other than the dead people. So let's keep on the dead people because that's always fun.
The captain died.
What was his name? Dragon?
Yep,
maybe
something like that.
Maybe it was Laser or Blazer.
When your last name is Dragon, why would you call yourself the captain?
Daryl Dragon. I don't know.
Muskrat Love, I guess. Dragon.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but I've been told.
All right, you stop that. You stop that right meow.
Yeah. Right meow. Did you just say that meow?
What meow?
Where's that mute button?
Listen, wait just a minute. All you want, but it still be watching Kellogg's Twitch stream.
Yeah, well.
Stalker. Stalker.
Yeah, I stopped watching.
I did too. It was getting boring.
It's lagging. It kept lagging so much.
Messenger. Tell her you're not that interesting.
And
This
it's
show is
nothing.
much better, like 18,000 times better.
Do what?
This show's 18,000 times much better than her stream.
18,000 times you build shitty walls.
Oh, listen, man. The day that English becomes my official language will be the day that hell burns over.
Oh my God! I just found an interesting website.
Yep.
You found an interesting website. Probably found some Gal Gadot nudes.
No. How could you
Gal
tell?
Gadot.
There are some, but there's so many fakes, it's hard to tell.
Yeah. How can you tell if she's topless?
Aren't you and her like the same age? But she just decided. But she like aged.
No, I'm like 2 years younger than Elizabeth Hurley. Gal's like in her 30s, I think.
Last I checked, we apparently cannot definitively know how old you are because there were no records available during the time you and God went to the same high school.
Yeah.
They were lost in the flood.
The asteroid hit Canada, and it was all.
They got a carbon datum.
From there.
Carbon datum.
Yeah, that's how they tell.
I could discuss for hours how inaccurate carbon dating is.
Whatever. Tell me about the oil. How that's a renewable resource.
The what?
How the oil is a renewable resource.
Don't get them going.
Ah. All right, fine. Drop it. Okay. Yeah. You want to tell us about Bumblebee, Frank?
Okay, yeah. I was gonna like segue off wrestling by mentioning that John Cena is in Bumblebee, and I liked him. I liked fucking everything about that movie, and I'm astonished by this.
That's a shocking thing to say, but
it is.
It's okay. That's how I felt about
one of the first Transformers movie come out.
2000. Was it 4?
03,
no.
06.
I would say Dan to fact check that, but he ain't here. He's dead.
Yeah.
All we know is Megan Fox is so hot.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I've been waiting that long for a good Transformers movie, and all they had to do was get rid of Michael Bay, and all of a sudden, it's fucking good. Like, the people acted like actual people from this planet. There was no annoying comic sidekicks. There was no forced romantic subplot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything about this movie was satisfying. I loved it.
That's great. So, that's good to hear.
It is. I never expected to like any Transformers movie after the fucking nightmare that Michael Bay gave us. Especially the last night. Like, I saw that and I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? That was such a disjointed mess.
It's the sad thing is that you would think that something with like Transformers, giant robots in the sky. You don't think it would be impossible to make a movie that sucks, and somehow Michael Bay made that possible.
It was 2007 when it came out.
Okay, so he made it possible 5 times. Yeah.
I think they spanned a good decade, 5 movies.
Yeah.
So
each one just kept getting worse.
Yeah, so for like a good decade, he found a way to make it complete worse, starting from the first one to the 5th one. So somehow another guy takes the reins, and in one movie, actually makes a good movie.
In one movie, he fixes everything, while still leaving it open for things to tie back into the old series.
Things like that it's sad because you have a series like his movies, right? Like Michael Bay's movies that basically did damage to the franchise. That when something like Bumblebee comes out, a lot of people are like, fuck it, I don't want to watch another Transformers movie. It's probably gonna suck. A lot of people are not gonna be as informed, like let's say you and me, where we will know, oh hey, who's directing it or even paying attention to that stuff. So when the movie does come out and it's actually good, people haven't gone to watch it. Because they're already so familiar with like the previous entry sucking ass. It's kind of like I'll use this example of me and Wonder Woman. DC shat the bed so many times that by the time Wonder Woman came out, I didn't even want to touch that. Plus, with the extra stuff that was going on and people trying to shove identity politics into it, it just threw me off wanting to watch the movie. But then everybody else and their mother's telling me, hey, it was actually pretty decent. It wasn't a bad movie. You should give it a go. And it's like, Well, you know, the my personal bias against DCU already like clouded my mind, so I can't even watch that movie without considering like the first pieces of crap that came out before it. So it's gonna be one of those movies that from what you're telling me, Frank, I'm gonna put it on that list of we'll have to watch at some point, and hopefully I enjoyed it as much as you did.
No, I'm gonna buy this as soon as it comes out, and on my current budget, that's like almost impossible to even consider. But it was so damn good. I watched it 2 days in a row. Like, this is fantastic.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You know, I was looking too on the Wikipedia. The director, this technically is only his first live action movie, and he's mostly an animator. Like, he did Coraline, that Paranorman, and Kubo and the Two Strings. So not bad for a first live action.
Really?
Giving good side praise.
It's like within the first 30 seconds, this movie had me because the Transformers were recognizable. Like, I instantly recognized Cliff Jumper, RC, Rodimus.
Oh yeah, talk about that beginning, because I keep hearing people talking about the War on Cybertron part.
Yes.
Oh, for real?
You got fucking classic G1 Soundwave and Shockwave, and there's Starscream. They didn't get Starscream, like, they didn't try to imitate his original voice. And that kind of bothered me a little bit since they were going so far with everything else. But it was still cool.
Wow.
So I was okay with it. Yeah, that's the only criticism I have, is that they didn't try to imitate Starscream's old voice.
That's something we could probably live without, but...
That's what I'm saying. It's like the best I could do is a nitpick.
Wow. That's
like,
really...
Yeah, like the main character, this girl, Charlie, I don't care that it's a female character. She's 100 times better than fucking Sam Witwicky, Shia the butt plug.
You will not divide us.
Yo, his mental state deteriorated during that whole crap, man.
That poor bastard.
And 4chan saw each and every step of the way.
Man, him and 4chan are mortal enemies now. Like, that's what it is.
I'm surprised him and Megan Fox are mortal enemies, considering I'm pretty sure he was always trying to fuck her, and she probably never let him. That's probably why his mental state deteriorated.
Oh, I'm sure she tries to pretend it doesn't even exist anymore.
Oh my god, exactly.
Like, didn't they date for like a minute back when the movies were still going on?
Yeah, but I still think she probably didn't let him touch her. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
she's probably got a fucking restraining order.
Oh my god. How much more ass can we cut on Shia LaBeouf before it starts getting distracting?
Never. It's never enough. The Shia surprise is ongoing.
Wait, wasn't he in a movie once called Holes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like his first movie, wasn't it?
Oh my god.
Sort of, yeah, because I think he was on TV at first.
Even Stevens.
Even Stevens. That already sounds kind of dirty. Damn it,
It was some kind of freaking Disney Channel show. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
By the way, you're still muted.
Ooh.
Who's muted?
Loudy.
Oh.
He's probably
muted him a while ago.
He's probably looking up wrestling videos.
Probably hashtag butt stuff.
That too.
He's gonna take a little dip real quick before he comes back on.
So John Cena was actually
good. Yeah. Like, he was. You know how Josh Duhamel was like the main military guy in the old series? Well, now that's John Cena in this one, and I liked him. He was good. He came up with a hard ass, but at the same time, he was a good dude. And at the end, he realized he was being wrong, and he corrected. He made right. He did good. So yeah,
that's good.
I mean, he's a funny guy, and he does have range when it comes to like showing some.
I think if he finds the right thing, he could do it. He just got to find that right thing.
Pre-wife said he was on NCIS for a while.
What?
So he's done that. He's been doing the acting thing, military acting thing for a while.
Mm-hmm.
No, that explains his appearance.
But I gotta ask Frank, how could you see John Cena?
What do you mean?
How can you see him?
You're ruining it.
You're doing a thing, aren't you?
Yeah.
To quote McBean, that is the joke.
Okay. Moving
Maybe you just heard his voice the whole time. Didn't it?
You ever
But
know
yeah,
that
definitely-
the toilet seat up?
But Bumblebee was definitely a solid 10 for me.
Okay.
Damn,
then I'm
It's
definitely
gonna
going to
be
have to
really
check
hard
it
for
out.
anything. It's going to be really hard for anything else this year to top that. Like maybe Godzilla, maybe Endgame, probably Endgame, but yeah,
Most likely Endgame.
Yeah, but Bumblebee got the year off to a good start for me.
That's good.
Yeah, I highly recommend it.
But
Makes up for everything.
Guys, don't you already know that the best movie of the year is coming out in March?
Oh, shut up.
There's nothing
the
coming
greatest
out.
movie of all time.
And we're sexist if we don't agree.
Damn
Nothing's
straight,
coming out in
man.
March. You're just wrong.
No, you're wrong. And if you can't see things my way, I'm gonna just go home and complain behind the computer and say how sexist you are while chugging down this Haagen-Dazs.
You go right ahead there, Thunder Thighs.
Oh, wait a second. I can't chug this Haagen-Dazs because it has chocolate in it. That's offensive to...
Yeah, you're lactose intolerant.
I
need
said
your
that
soy.
last part. I only mouthed the words to that last part intentionally.
That means you had the intent, so that's just as bad as saying it.
And intent is 9/8 of the law. That means you should go to jail.
Boy, this is problematic.
Your attitude is problematic.
Why
You're
are saying those dirty words?
Your mom.
Did you just assume my attitude?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh.
There's gonna be like one person in the watching us that is probably laughing his ass off. I don't even know who it is because I don't even have it on chat.
One person? It's probably Brian.
David Applegate's in there.
Dave was watching.
Tindo's in there too. He's bored.
And Appalachian Americans watching.
Too much wrestling talk for him.
Probably. Well, that's what I'm assuming the Appalachian American is who went Z Wrestling Talk. The man who was on Ring Rust and came to fame because of it.
Well, so something good came out of it.
Yep.
Yeah. Sold us out. Left us for better pastures.
Yeah. Well, hey, I was looking at the email from YouTube about how we did this last month. So we got 4 more subscribers, which means we went up about 8%.
All right.
Nice.
920 more views than previously. 4,570 more minutes watched. 38 more likes, 273 more comments, 273 more posts, and 12 more shares. So we are growing just slowly.
Yep. Give it another 20 years.
Because I came back.
That's right. Don't you let us forget it.
That's right.
Never.
Yeah.
I'm saving
We got it down. We got the formula down.
Never surrender. And then we had Loudy on today, so we just messed with the formula.
So
probably lost a few subscribers now.
Is he still muted? Did he go?
Yeah.
Did he go to the crapper or something?
I don't know. We got Loudy down, so we just lost like 8 subscribers. So
He just said he'll be right back or something. Because he wants to talk about the Facebook jail thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
If anything,
he got sent up the river. He got sent to, the Pokies got him.
Like walking the Green Mile for him.
He got zucked. He got zucked.
Mr. Jingles. He had a little pet rat mouse and everything.
To paraphrase something another YouTuber said, Mark Zuckerberg would be the type of person that has seen Angela Merkel's pussy in person.
Oh, God, don't say that shit. Oh, what the fuck?
Those are not my words. I took that from another
Do not
YouTuber.
speak of that wet noodle in front of me. I'm pissing up at her. She's destroying my homeland, my ancient homeland.
He's just some asshole on the internet. You know him as Mister.
Appalachian American says he took his friend's phone and made him sub, so that's good.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Excellent. We appreciate
That's one way to do it. Yeah. I got an idea now.
Yep.
All right, do that at work.
Kellogg, shut your Kellogg, shut your ungodly lopsided mouth.
All right. What else do you guys want to talk about?
Well, since he's talking about his movie, I'll talk about my movie.
Yeah,
Then.
you said
So
you had all kinds of stuff and couldn't wait till we started.
oh, shut up. Anyway, what's it called? So I think it was fucking New Year's. Yeah, it was back on Tuesday. I was at my brother's spending the time, and I was just gonna shooting around looking for a movie. He's like, "Hey, you ever seen this movie called The Package?" I was like, "No." So he shows it to me it's a Netflix original, and right away I was like, "Ugh," like I don't know, but it's his house. It's his house. Yeah. So he puts it on.
Dang, it's not porn.
It's not porn. It's actually not that bad. It's not
porn. It's HBO.
Yeah. But anyway, the movie is about a couple of friends that go camping, whatever, and one of them accidentally cuts his dick off.
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. He accidentally cuts his own dick off.
How?
He was fucking around with the knife.
So did this movie start with, "Hey Bubba, watch this"?
Unfortunately, no. But and so the movie is them trying to get it back on, but surprisingly, it wasn't too bad. I actually kind of enjoyed the characters; they weren't too annoying, and there was a real funny part with this little kid they run into, and they're like, "Hey, we need to borrow your boat," and he's like, "No," he goes, "You got to do something for me first." And the two girls are with him, like, "You look, we're not showing you our boobs." He's like, "Boobs?" He goes, "What am I, 6? I'm 11 years old. I want to see you two scissor."
Oh shit!
It was fucking hilarious.
Oh my goodness!
That kid knows. That kid knows shit.
I know, but like I said, it surprisingly was good. I do recommend. It's called The Package. It's really funny, and it kind of reminded me like of those old school kind of more raunchy kind of comedies like Euro Trip or something like that. Not saying it's as good or anything, but it was enjoyable. I do recommend it for at least one watch. You should watch it late with your daughter.
Yeah, right.
Oh shit! It's mad weird between the two of them. First, she's gonna be disgusted, and then Leif is gonna try to explain the intricacies of how they would have to reattach it.
He's gonna be like, "Sweetie, that's a penis right there."
She's almost 22.
Oh shit! She said it right there. That is not
so
true.
She's seen him then.
If so, I don't want to know.
Oh.
We know LMP's been spamming her inbox with dick pics.
Oh God!
Don't worry, there's no cease and desist order, so everything is perfectly okay.
Well, if you got nothing better to do.
Oh shit!
First of all, the day that Late finds out that I'm gonna be like his son-in-law or something like that would probably be the day that we go into Revelations.
Everybody's dying.
Give us a sermon.
Revelations.
Revelations.
That's so cute.
The end of days.
Yeah, basically, it is the final chapter. Well, supposedly the final chapter because it's supposed to be ongoing, but I don't know. The author is a pretty author didn't think that through, but whatever. So basically,
that's just when Leif hit writer's block.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a break for about 1947 years.
Basically, you went back to being immortal, but one day something will trigger your ascension back into the heavenly ranks, and will bring back the fifth light. Now, from what I understand, if you go, your ultimate final form is supposed to be ultra alpha rights, instincts, something like that.
There he goes with the anime talk. The Weeaboo King has arrived.
Weeaboo and Weeaboo.
Wait.
What? I'm listening.
To bring
Keep
him
talking.
to the promised land and solve all the problems in one go, but he will continue to cease being his mortal form.
Oh.
So you will go back to just being basically everything.
I don't want to be my mortal form. That's the whole point.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like, there's still a lot of chapters that have to decipher. So I don't know exactly how we get you back to your, I don't know, God form or something like that.
You just have to sacrifice a virgin.
Stop writing yourself in corners.
LMP stories are getting old.
Well, so are you, but actually, no, wait. You've always
He already is.
Oh, hey, yeah, where I work, I'm like the old man.
No shit.
And it's
Yeah,
not
you're the old man everywhere.
Yeah.
You're older than everybody. The fact that you still have a mortal form alone is already pretty impressive.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Why does she look so weird in these pictures?
Tells him all about his beer reviews, though.
Well, I reviewed this one guy's homebrew, and let me tell you, he's all proud of it, but I have poured out beer that was worse or better.
Of course. Oh, yeah. It's a big surprise you didn't like it.
Well, it's overcarbonated. It has a it has an oxygen problem, so it's very cidery. So it also has a nitrogen problem. Dude.
Oh my god. I have a feeling we're about to listen to one of his reviews right now.
Yeah.
Yep. Here we go.
Here we go. Walking down the street.
Last time he had somebody was in the video with him.
Hey, we're the monkeys.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus, that reminds me. Freaking couple days ago at work, my coworker, Neil Diamond's on the freaking overhead music. And Sweet Caroline coming to the chorus. I'm like, everybody sing along, Sweet Caroline. She goes, who the hell is that? I'm like, this is Neil Diamond. Who the hell is Neil Diamond? And my head nearly exploded. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yep. Sweet.
So, there is somebody alive today who says, who the hell is Neil Diamond?
Wop, wop, wop.
She's only a few years younger than I am, too. There's no fucking excuse for this.
Nope.
Oh, God damn it.
That's called bad parenting. That's what that's called.
It's fucking bad genetics.
Yeah,
that's the result of GMOs. People don't know who Neil Diamond anymore.
Yeah, sure, right.
Well, I mean, the GMOs could probably explain a lot more things. I don't know about that, but where the hell?
The GMOs? There's nothing wrong with the GMOs.
It's all cumulative.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, he's not coming back, is he?
Just give him a sec.
See, the GMOs are turning the frogs gay and they're making people forget Neil Diamond.
Wait, have y'all seen that one video? Y'all know that one song, Seven Nation Army, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, someone did a video where they did that samba with clips from Alex Jones.
Okay, I'm watching this right now.
Fucking awesome.
Oh God, Alex Jones. I forgot he was a person that did things.
Oh my God, hold on.
Just, Alex Jones, Seven Nation Army. He's looking it up.
It's like the first thing I... Okay, hold on. Let me turn on the volume.
Loudy's back. Loudy's back.
Yeah, it ain't going to get copyright.
Loudy's back. Let's talk about Loudy's back.
They're making the frogs gay.
I thought... Can we hear him?
Oh God! The first 10 seconds alone, this shit is hilarious.
Hey, Liquid Metal, post that in the group chat. I want to watch that later.
Yeah. I'm gonna let me send a link because this shit is fucking hilarious.
Right? Oh. Told you.
You got me all Twitter pated to watch it.
But like the best comment in there was about how I was like, man, I can't believe somebody took the time to watch so many Alex Jones clips just to get all this together.
Why not?
Loudy, did you have any luck tracking down that special guest we talked about?
Well, it just so happens that I may or may not have hijacked his microphone to make an appearance. Duke. You're goddamn right, you son of a bitch.
Pilgrim, you gotta say.
Well, Pilgrim, I came back because I heard they're making the frickin' frogs gay.
You sure you put that in the title, late?
Duke, did you see The Wall with Matt Damon? What did you think about that?
The Wall. The only wall I know of is the one that, looks like it's broken. Who is Matt Damon?
Well, I thought he might have been reprising your role as Genghis Khan.
What the fuck?
Absolutely not. That was by far my most Oscar award-winning role. Pilgrim. Now, you see, when people do Mongolian accents, they usually sound like this, and it's pretty bad. But mine sounds like this, and you can't tell the difference between me and a real Mongolian.
I completely fooled. So, yeah.
The Mongolians built shitty wall.
Hey, no one's building any shit around here, anus.
Touche.
You know what I will say about you, Duke? I like how you was threatened by commies and they sent assassins and everything after you. Like, no matter what, the commies couldn't take you down, but for some reason radiation did. I know that sucks, but just goes to show how much of a badass you really are.
I mean, do you really think the radiation got me? I'm really sitting right here, you jackass.
I can't argue that.
That it? Kind of hit on a pregnant pause there, huh?
Yeah. Still got it.
The Duke is back.
Well, I can't say anything back to the Duke. He's the Duke.
Yeah.
The Duke doesn't like people from south of the border, Liquid Metal.
Well, I didn't like you at first, but hey, then I started watching your movies and I realized how much of documentaries they really were. You became a hero in my eyes.
You're goddamn right I did.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go get me a pack of carton of cigarettes and smoke them in your honor.
Pussy.
Kellogg, shut up.
You don't know.
Don't step on the Duke.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I got a handle of Woodford and a nice cigar waiting in my smoke room.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. This was truly something.
You're welcome, you lucky bastards. Shit.
Jump, God, Choi.
The Duke, ladies and gentlemen, he's back.
Well,
The Duke is back.
Chinese are happy.
You know, John Wayne was always one of my closest friends growing up. You know, I would always sit down and watch his movies with my dad. My dad was a big Duke fan. He actually has, I don't know how many non-Westerns he did, but he happens to have one of the last ones that came out in like 72 or 73. Have any of you guys seen McHugh?
No.
No.
Leip, have you seen it? I know you've been around since Christ was a corporal.
I don't know if I've seen McHugh. I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Yeah, he played
corporal.
If I have seen a John Wayne movie, it's been over 40 years, so you know, longer.
Well, I mean, you are old as dirt, so. But no, McHugh, he is surprise, surprise. He plays a cop, so.
Is he Irish?
I don't think. No, if he is Irish, he's like Kennedy Irish, not fresh off the potato boat Irish.
McHugh, McClintock. McHugh. When did that come out?
I thought it came out in 73.
Oh, 74. McHugh.
74.
Yeah, just the letter Q.
Yeah, MC and then Q.
Oh, he looks ancient there too.
Yeah, it was right before he died. I want to say he did that right before The Shootist, which The Shootist was his last movie before he died of cancer.
So he was in Brannigan. So he played another Irishman. He played Lieutenant Brannigan in Brannigan. Chicago Police Lieutenant Jim Brannigan is sent to the UK.
Wait a second, Brannigan.
Rooster Cogburn and The Shootist. The Shootist was 75.
Oh, The Shootist was 75.
He did another one with Katharine Hepburn. He did several with Katharine Hepburn.
Yeah,
which one was that?
Cogburn was a great film.
Rooster Cogburn. Is that what you're asking?
That was a great film.
Honestly, The Searchers is probably one of my favorite movies of his that he did. I took a film class in high school, and we did a Western genre, and pretty much all the Westerns that we watched were John Wayne films, except for one, which wasn't Tombstone. It was something else that came out, and I want to say like the late 80s, early 90s, but I'll be goddamned if I can remember what it was, though.
Oh. Wasn't
because my film teacher had a bit of a hard on for John Wayne, just like my dad did. So
I am sure there was a lot of people who had a hard on for him back in the day.
I'm sure there were, you son of a bitch.
There was also a lot of people that didn't like him apparently, and that's why he's such a badass. He didn't give a shit.
That's right. He gave zero fucks, friend.
I always liked John Wayne. We haven't watched Star Wars together. He hates it too. He know me if you want a piece of roll.
Is that you, John Wayne? Is that me?
No.
Tonight,
This is Mr. Plinkett.
I was
first time watching Star Wars.
Yo, guys, could you imagine if instead of what's his name? James Earl Jones, I believe it is the guy that voiced Vader in the original movies.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of him, we had gotten someone like John Wayne to voice Vader.
Oh, Jesus! It looks like someone has intercepted the rebel plans. You have failed me for the last time, Admiral.
Oh, Jesus, we need to redub the whole movie now.
Right? Oh, we're going to bring it up at all tonight, but we just couldn't pass up the opportunity.
Okay, Admiral Holdo.
Whatever she's doing in the background, Lee, you need to tell her to tone it down a bit.
Yeah, seriously. Tell her to shut
Tone it down. I'm trying to figure out how to do something in Photoshop that's driving me nuts, so you guys shut up.
All right.
Okay, nobody talk. Everyone stop talking.
With that control of that device, but she needs to put it down at a lower setting or something.
Like that.
Throw some beer bottles at her.
They'll probably catch them.
Get on a Twitch stream and start complaining about how loud she is.
I dare them.
So what?
All right. You know
what is she daring us to do?
Get on her Twitch stream and troll her.
I'm sending dick pics right now.
I'm fucking doing it now.
I didn't want to get arrested tonight, but fuck it.
I don't care.
She's not underage.
I'm doing this.
Well, remember,
we're live on YouTube.
This is Ladies World, or I don't remember. Hold on.
You don't remember what?
I forgot. I had a whole line ready, and I forgot what I was going to say.
No matter
Sucks
what.
to suck, LMP.
Well, excuse me, my brain never got developed any further than adult. And for us people south of the border, that's like about the equivalent of the education of someone in elementary school.
Sounds like you problem. This has nothing to do with me.
No, you guys you come from a group of people more highly advanced than my people will ever know. So
I come from a highly educated university, so when I talk to these pieces of white trash, I gotta dumb myself down.
Yeah, not according the fan cast.
What's it called?
The fan cast.
With the knee. It's spelled with the knee.
It's spelled cast with an E.
The fan cast?
Yes. Here, I'll go on your Twitch stream and post it.
Fine, I don't need you to do that. I'll just ban
you better be talking about the geopolitical shit going on in the Soviet Union, because if not, I ain't happening. I ain't listening.
Tell her, Kellogg, I would whoop your ass in Smash Brothers. Get a Nintendo Switch and start playing already.
She has a Nintendo Switch.
Okay, so tell them stop playing Team Fortress 2, start playing Smash Brothers. We're gonna settle this on the air.
You've been challenged to Smash Brothers game. Do you have it?
I already have a Switch.
That's not what he said. He said you've been. Ugh!
Wow, what a story, Mark.
The world would be if people would
I'm
just
telling you,
love
Olympic,
each
we
other,
got to show up over there one day.
The
Just
world would be a
unannounced.
better place, Mark.
Oh my god!
Like
Mark
the
is
first
my
thing we
best
do is
friend,
say,
and I
"Hey,
love Lisa
have you
so
ever heard the
much."
good word?"
Have you ever heard a good word of late?
Yeah.
That's
Then
funny,
he'll
Mark.
know.
Have you heard the good word of anus?
I did tell you my son asked me why you guys call me that, don't you?
I still don't know. Honestly, I still don't know why they call you that. I just jumped on board.
Just the joke that started with Kendo, right? He started it.
Yeah, literally.
Jeff started it.
Jeff started. That was
messaged Kendo when we were on the air, and he said,
"Oh, that was the other way around."
Yeah, say Lepus anus, and I just kind of paused for like 2 seconds and just went on with life.
What does that even mean, though? Lepus anus.
I don't know.
Anus. He's so uptight about shit. That's what it means.
What?
It's not that hard. What else would it mean? What the hell's going on? Hold on. Hey, Grandma. You just have a hard on for John Wayne, right? No, never mind. Nothing.
I'm gonna get
Dear Lord.
Grandma now, son.
Is this the world we created?
I thought your grandmother was from Mexico. She speaks English?
Shit, my grandma's not from Mexico. My other grandma is.
Oh, okay.
So come on. So my grandma's not from Mexico. My other grandma is. So really, your grandma is from Mexico, but this particular grandma
not the one
is
we were
not
talking
from
about
Mexico.
just now.
Did I just get called an asshole?
This is
what?
No.
I didn't call you that.
I mean, just. It may have been a while.
Oh,
she looks Native Indian. She told me to tell you.
Who? Oh,
my grandma.
Oh, there's one from Mexico or the
one that actually. Okay, that's the funny thing. Okay, the one from Mexico's is white complected because she got that Spaniard in her, but the one that's from here looks straight up Mexican. Looks up like Native American actually. That's the weird part.
So your grandma's Native American. Is she Grandma Whoops That Ass?
She used to be shit. She used to get that coat hanger and the chancla. Shit.
Whoa, she used to get that coat hanger and.
You thought a paddle was bad? Hell no.
We wonder why LMP can't sit down. He still has scars from when Grandma used to whip his ass with a hanger.
Mm-hmm. It's metal.
She's like, "You come here, metal hanger on your ass."
How do you think I got the metal in my name?
Right.
Oh, I get it. She melted down the metal one day and poured it on your wounds. I get it now.
Don't ask about the pro. That was just random.
Don't ask
Where's
about the
pro
what?
part come from? He was a pro getting his ass
whooped. Was random.
I'm a random guy. What do you expect? No, you did it wrong. It's a hee hee hee.
Oh, I'm not worthy of. I'm not worthy of being him. I wish
Simona.
No, Bubbles, no. He's just being ignorant. He's just being ignorant.
No, you guys, no. He's just being ignorant.
You should have a Michael Jackson off who can do it better.
Oh, no one does it like Michael.
So,
how about
we
those?
Still have some topics.
How about those Giants?
The Giants suck ass except for Saquon Barkley.
Hey, let's talk about the. I don't know what's funnier, the Bengals football team or their fans.
I don't know.
That entire organization is just fucking horrible.
People are complaining. Hey, they're happy Marvin Lewis got fired, but it's not like Mike Brown.
But now they want to build a statue for him. Now they want to build a statue for the fucker.
Who?
There's a GoFundMe page looking for funding to build a fucking statue in memory of Marvin Lewis.
Because he made the playoffs 3 times.
No, he made the playoffs 7 times.
Oh, okay.
And lost all 7 times.
It's more than Sam Weish.
No, Sam Weish made it to the Super Bowl.
I know,
all right?
I know, but he didn't get. Well, I don't know. I don't think he made it in 7 seasons though.
Hold on, I'll look this up. You got me questioning now. Thought he was there for like 10 years.
But no, people don't understand that the Brown family, that is their major source of income, is the football team. So they're not going to do anything. They're not going to buy a championship and go bankrupt. So, and as long as the NFL has their profit sharing, and as long as they people buy the merch and a handful of people show up, they ain't going to change. It's that simple. So they'll get somebody in that ain't any better than Marvin was, unless they get really lucky.
I was thinking about throwing my resume in.
There you go.
Hey, what could they lose, right?
They could lose a lot. So he was Sam Weish was the Bengals head coach from 84 to 91. So there you go.
Oh, you must know a lot. Okay, who's the coach of the Cowboys right now?
Jason Garrett, the ginger with no soul. He sold his soul to the devil. That's how they made the playoffs this year.
Oh, they made the playoffs? I didn't even know they did that.
Oh yeah, they play the Seahawks on Saturday night, 8:30.
Tonight? You said tonight?
Saturday?
Oh, I thought you said tonight.
Why is she moaning back there? Will you tell her to stop?
We're having a back and forth.
He ain't gonna tell her to stop.
She's earning a thought box.
Would you tell them to leave me alone, Dad? Like, oh, geez, Dad, will you tell them to leave me alone?
Oh, Jiminy Christmas.
No, Morty, you piece of shit, shut up.
That felt good.
It did?
Tell her kids are better seen than heard.
What?
Tell her the kids are better seen and not heard.
Seen and not heard.
Stop that.
I'm just waiting for her to say, I can hear them.
She already has. Like,
right? That's what I'm saying. Her to say it again.
Like, oh my God, I can hear them, Dad. Will you tell them to stop? That Loudy guy is such an asshole.
Oh my God. What? Becky, look at her butt. It is so big.
Yep.
Have you guys seen they did a parody of that? This church did. And they're talking about like Bibles and shit. It's probably one of the dumbest things I've ever fucking seen.
Haven't seen it.
It's like, I like big Bibles and I cannot lie. And it's like, what?
Oh, shit.
Well, that's nothing. Have you seen Jesus Christ is my nigga?
Oh, yeah.
As a matter of fact, I have seen that. I haven't seen anything more. I have not seen anything more old white people than that song.
Is that white people or was it black people?
No, they were white people.
There's a couple of elderly white couples rapping Jesus Christ is my. I'm not going to say it again, but
yeah, you shouldn't have said it the first time, fam.
As long as you say it with a G.
I kind of blurred it.
Yeah. You got us demonetized. Thanks.
Yeah.
Because we were making so much money from this, right?
Yep.
The super chats were just rolling in. David's
oh yeah, because this is good morning pop culture. We're raking in the dough with $10 questions.
Yeah.
No, we should put that in the description because everybody needs to experience that. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I remember seeing it on Facebook. I was like, what the fuck?
Vert to Ferk?
The Appalachian American likes your picture, Tap and Die.
Oh, thank you. I just found it on the interwebs.
If you bust up that Schiffer robe, I'll give you a nickel.
I want to know what the flag was that he got from Nick, that if he flies in Missouri, of all places, he'll get killed-ified.
Who?
You guys not? Oh, that's right. You're not patrons, so you don't get the good stuff.
Oh, I didn't listen to that.
I can't.
I'm a patron.
I can't afford that.
All right,
it's too rich for my blood.
I had way too much fun.
It's like $1.
Yeah. Well,
if I was a sellout like Kendall and I was in the main show getting paid, I could afford to be a patron, but I'm poor. So
well, he was a patron until he was on the show.
Yeah,
then he stopped being a patron.
So he bought his way in.
Oh my!
Yeah,
I'm so broke I can't even pay attention. What did you say?
I don't know.
Oh man,
That's
Rapping
There it
for
goes.
Jesus.
He put it in the chat.
This has been a pretty entertaining night. I got to talk around with Kellogg's on her Twitch stream, and apparently she thinks I'm 60.
Did you say she thinks you're sexy?
60, but who knows? Maybe
60.
nothing.
Oh, 60, because I was going to be like, with that voice, man, ain't nobody thinking you're sexy.
Oh, shit.
Just messing with you,
They're
bro.
gonna think you're spicy.
They're like, hot tamales.
First of all, Lape will have a heart attack if she presents me as a future husband or boyfriend or whatever.
You're
you're not getting married. You'll just live in sin.
Yep. It's old-fashioned living.
Sin is the best way to live, my friends.
I can imagine the very first thing Lape does if he sees me in his household. He will build a wall around me.
He's going to build a wall around Liquid Metal Pro so that he can't get out. It's going to be a huge wall. Huge.
It's going to be a fence, really.
Listen, the fact is, he's going to convince me to build my own wall.
Did you hear that he tried to defend the wall by saying it's like a fence with spikes on the top? It's like, great. He wants to turn the country in. He wants to turn the country into a gated community for him and his rich white asshole.
Fuck yeah! He wants to turn the country into a gated community. That is the funniest shit I think I've ever heard.
The funny thing is that you act like walls, like fences like that don't exist.
How would you know?
It's New York City.
I was gonna say, like, we don't have fences in New York City.
Well, at least it's not New York City. That's Miami.
All the old people go to die.
I can't talk about the
Something's in the damn water.
I didn't catch a word of anything anyone just said because everyone was talking at the same goddamn time.
Okay, good. If you didn't hear me, then
yeah, that's how it goes.
What'd you say, LMP?
Sorry, we get excited.
I'm not saying anything about any group of people that may have an aversion to pork.
Sucks to suck. They're missing out on some of the most delicious meat in the world. Ham, bacon, candied bacon, maple bacon, bacon-wrapped bacon, sushi.
Well, if they could get over their fear of others, maybe they could enjoy some bacon for once in their life.
But it's not kosher.
You're
Shut
not
the fucking
kosher.
nerd. No, I'm not kosher. I say the things other motherfuckers won't.
No, not you. They're not kosher.
Oh, okay, my bad. They're probably not. I don't know. Don't really know any.
Shoot. I'm pretty sure I cost us the monetization, guys. I'm sorry.
Right, because you know the end word that was dropped before didn't do that, and quite frankly, watch out because there might be a YouTube jail for all this.
Right?
Hey, you know what? I didn't like actually say it. I kind of blurred the word a little bit, so I didn't.
You blurred the word.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Loudy, now that you mentioned YouTube jail, and since you said the word jail, I've actually I wanted to ask you about what happened when because you put up that post the other day.
Well, Liquid Metal, I'm so glad you asked. So I want to say it was I forget where I found them. I follow many inappropriate things on the Book of Face, and my cousin sends me many inappropriate things as well. So the original source from which I received them, I cannot remember. I can tell you that one of them came from MyFunny, but not the one that got me in trouble. So, America, rest of the world, whoever's listening right now to this fan cast, maybe it's just like the six of us, I don't know. But, so I'm sure as by now we all know about the YouTube, or not YouTube, the GameStop transgender person, which if it's not a transgender person, I feel sorry because I don't want to see what mom and dad look like.
Probably brother or sister.
What was that?
Probably brother or sister.
Yeah, probably. Who knows? Anyways, so they the person goes, and I guess this all originally spawned because they brought in the game. And they told the I'm going to call him the guy because quite frankly, there ain't no woman looking like that. And if they are, I'm sorry. They told the guy, hey,
you're only going to get like $3 for this trade-in. And then they got upset about that. And then they were called sir when they were a ma'am. And it spawned into this whole tirade of how they're misgendered and how they want the number to corporate, which, by the way, if you call corporate, the first thing they're going to say when they hear that fucking voice is, "Yes, sir, how can we help you today?"
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ma'am. I just the entire time I just think of Patrick Starr saying it's ma'am. But anyways, so obviously this entire video spawned many a meme. So we have some new superheroes out in the world. There's Aquaman, Captain Ma'am Erica. Let's see, Superman. And then the wrestling world has changed as well, and so has its history. I know we said we weren't going to talk anymore about wrestling on here, but who could forget that iconic match from WrestleMania between Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Tranny Savage?
Classic.
Yeah. So needless to say, after I posted Aquaman and I posted the Aquaman and the Superman posters there in the WCBS chat. I'm like, oh, hey, I forgot this one. So I just put it in the comments. No big deal. Next thing I know, but less than maybe 5 minutes later, I get this nice little notification saying that you have been banned from posting on Facebook for 24 hours because you have violated community standards. And I was like, Bakwa? What? So after a little bit of review, I found out Macho Man Tranny Savage somehow got me a 24-hour ban from Facebook. So I was not able to share, comment, like, react, or anything to videos, pictures, or links for 24 hours. And I found this out because I have this group chat with my neighbors and my girl, and I went to send them a video, and it wouldn't let me send them a video. Now, I could send pictures that were saved into my phone, but I couldn't I couldn't send those videos. So after the 24 hours was up and I, started posting again, I got the notification because I asked them to review it, like, hey, are you sure about this? And they're like, yeah, we're sure. So I had the option to send them feedback. And well, America, I sent them feedback. It's a very short response, but I think it's well and to the point, and I think that my cohorts here on the Fancast will agree with me when I say this. I've seen people post far worse than what I did and not get penalized for it. I think your community standards are soft and aid those who want something to be offended about. And that's what I sent. America, you tell me, was the coach in the wrong? Or was it really ma'am?
It was really ma'am.
It's really ma'am. Hey, keep talking. I got to go move my wife's car.
You got to go lube your wife's car? Why?
Because it's not his car.
Yep.
Oh. Hey, Leif, you get a good lube job?
Yeah, keep talking. Seriously.
Yeah, okay. Leif, I'll give you $20 if you can give me a good lube job.
Y'all met in a parking lot once, why not?
Hey. In my defense, there was alcohol involved.
All right.
You should get Dion for the lube.
All right. Now keep talking.
Go.
Hey, enough horsing around, guys. Don't let me get Dion over here.
Nay.
Watch him go on a rant. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, man.
But real quick, speaking of his little thing about Facebook, I thought I had got banned or whatever from Facebook. Remember, LMP, I was messaging you?
Well, yeah, but it turns out I think it was something with my app or something like that had happened.
No, it wasn't that. It was I was sharing a memory, and I guess it was last year. Because I was bored, and it was a picture of a bunch of some Nazi soldiers or German officers. And I put a joke. I made a meme. It said, "When the squad ready to go out in Holocaust."
Yeah, I'm going to hell. That sounds hilarious.
Yeah,
Hey,
and
oh my god! Wait, that's
anyway,
yeah.
but it was a year ago, and I shared it, and so I shared the. It was a memory, so I shared it. But next thing I know, it says your post has been deleted because of inoffensive or whatever the shit. It's deemed offensive or some shit, and it asked for a feedback, and it says I forgot exactly. I know I said I would just because I wouldn't. I think it said how do you feel about it or some shit like that. And I'm like I feel pretty pissed because I did, that I got my post got deleted and that was it, and I just sent it.
So time out. They ban you and then they ask you how you feel about it.
Yes,
fuck,
because it was like a thing. It even showed the emotions. Yeah,
that's like someone getting a broomstick shoved up their ass and me being like, so how does that make you feel? I just shoved a fucking splintery broom up your ass. Are you okay with this? Did it tickle? You tell me.
Well, I saw a show where that happened to a guy once, and he was about to go shoot up the school until some kid got in his way.
Hold on, wait. How the fuck do we get on? What is this? South Park? How do we get on school shootings?
No, because you described something that happened on a show called oh god, it's an awful Netflix show called 13 Reasons Why.
Oh yeah, I haven't wasted my time with that.
No. Here's the thing: in the second season, which is somehow worse than the first one, really bad. And it gets all Me Too-ish at the end. There's a character that kind of has a bit of a somewhat of a redemption arc. Like he, seeks help and everything, but the bullies like beat him up inside a bathroom and then shove a broomstick up his ass, and it gets pretty graphic, right? So the moment the kid decides, he's been stocking up on guns and everything this whole time, and like they've alluded that he was gonna do something. At this point, you can't help but want to like you can't help but feel sympathetic towards him. So what he does next, he's about to shoot up the school, and some other kid comes out of nowhere, the main character, like, no, stop, we got to get him away from here. And I'm thinking to myself, this whole time, you're telling us that this kid has been bullied, he's been harassed, he's been embarrassed, he's been humiliated. The final straw was getting a broomstick shoved up his ass after getting his head pounded into a bathroom sink. And you somehow expect us to believe that he is not going to go ahead and shoot up this school.
That is correct.
Like, if this show, I'm not encouraging anything like that, because I know somebody's going to be like, oh, he's encouraging that people should go out and commit violent acts and fuck them. Like, no, what I'm getting at is that it actually had a story that makes sense going on in the back, like the side plot or whatever you want to call it. And this show found a way to fuck that up because it has to continue its fucking narrative. It was just that you made the remark about the broomstick. I'm like, shit, maybe Loudy saw this show.
Oh no, I'm just a fucked up guy with a fucked up sense of whatever.
Okay, so I know you were one of the writers then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Which is why I struggle with money, because I'm one of the writers from 13 Reasons Why.
Don't worry, they don't pay the writer shit, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well, I've got 13 reasons why they don't.
Oh man, no. But
all of them are butt stuff.
In all seriousness, with what happened to you, with you getting the Facebook jail thing, you're basically, I think what it is that it just so happened to say tranny in the image.
Oh, absolutely, it's exactly what it was, because I was actually talking with the doctor, Phil Seitz, because he and I are really good friends. And I was like, so you'll never believe the bullshit that's fucking happened to me. And I'm like, so apparently Aquamam and Supermam are okay, but Macho Mam Tranny Savage, that's just
that's just crossing the line.
That's just crossing the line here. And he was saying, oh, it's probably because it says tranny. That's not politically correct. And I'm like, I just kind of sat there for a second, like, fuck this shit. It's like, we need something to be offended about these days. And quite frankly, I'm getting goddamn tired of it. And not only that, but like, fuck, I had something I was going to say about all this too. It probably was something I said to Phil. So let me go back and see if.
Well, I mean, go ahead. But this is the thing. How is tranny supposed to be offensive if they themselves are the ones coming up with words like transitioning, transgender, and all that other crap, and throwing that out there like it's supposed to be mainstream? Tranny is just shortening it down. That necessarily doesn't have to be an insult. And yes, in some contexts it can be, and I can understand why some people might get offended. But if you yourselves are the ones like throwing out words like transgender and transitioning, it's, again, tran, T-R-A-N, then how the hell is tranny supposed to be offensive? It's like when certain people say you're not supposed to use a certain N-word, and yet you people using that same word all over and over again. Like, how the hell? What?
The word niçoise? It sounds French. I wouldn't say that.
But yeah, that works too.
But no, and actually, like I was telling Phil, I just remembered, like, I think what it is, because nobody reported me, because people reported stuff I posted before, and it's like, and I could tell this wasn't reported. I think Facebook finally has some algorithm or something like that where they can like, I'm going to call it the snowflake algorithm, where they can find trigger words that are gonna piss people off, and they're like, oh, geez, Rick, we can't have that on here. And they instantly ban somebody. Now, as I saw on Facebook, on the WCBS chat, after I finally got out of Facebook jail and I made that post, it looks like a number of people have been put in Facebook jail for things that were said in the past. It's like we're getting I don't know a good one to use here because all these people were guilty, but it's like we're getting Kevin Spacey here, I guess, where things in the past get brought up, and it's we're sons of bitches and we're all fucking assholes and nothing we do is right. It's like you're in some type of toxic relationship. It's like you don't want to be on Facebook for these reasons, but then on the other side of the coin, if you're not on Facebook, like 99.9% of your friends are probably on there, and if you were remiss in getting information from them, i.e. contact, whatever, you're probably not going to hear from those people again. And if people take pictures and they don't send them to you or some nonsense like that, it's just a whole fucking hill of mess. It's like can't live with it, can't live without it. And quite frankly, I have not drank enough to talk about a lot of this shit.
No kidding. But this is the other thing, and this is a concern that I've had, not just so much with Facebook, but even like the groups that we join nowadays. Mm-hmm. And I'm not accusing anyone of anything before anybody gets it twisted. But the only reason why, and this is why I want to kind of hear from you, what your thoughts were on the whole situation, what you thought might have happened, is because we have had incidents, and I'll say this firsthand. I've encountered people in the Facebook group before that have gotten, to put it nicely, triggered at whatever was either posted or said on the Facebook group.
Right.
And these people have even had outbursts that cry on us and call us every possible derogatory thing that they can think of. Alt-right, Trump supporter, misogynist, racist, sexist, and everything. And this even goes back before even the Facebook group even took off. This goes even back to when the show was still doing episodes instead of live streams. We would get, especially like, for example, when they spoke about Black Panther, we got so many like pro BLM people throwing their politics into the comments. And I used to have my fun with these people. I used to go out there and try to be as offensive, try to be as politically incorrect. I've had a few people probably rage quit because there was a guy that I remember I was getting into the comments with. He deleted all his shit, posted one last post. I wanted to respond back, but apparently I couldn't. So I don't know if I was getting blocked or what happened. My guess was he quit and somehow the post was still up. So, I don't know if I still have the screenshots from when that happened. I'll see if I could find it and show you guys. But
I think because you posted. Did you post this in the group, or was this from the group?
Which one?
The screenshots that you have, were you in a different group when this happened, or was this in the WCBS group?
No, this was in CBS group.
Because I think I vaguely remember seeing this. I don't remember offhand.
Yeah, that's the thing. We probably all have some kind of recollection of it because we might have seen something like that before. And the reason, one of the things that I posted on your post on what you wrote, was I asked the question, another infiltration. Mm-hmm. And what I mean by that is it possible, mind you, listen, I don't speak for the Facebook group. I don't speak for WCBS. I don't speak for none of the guys on the show. I'm just saying what I've observed, what I've been through in the past with the group, both with the you guys and other fans and whatnot. And what I mean by another infiltration is that it could be quite possible we have people who are joining the Facebook group or watching streams and everything to monitor what we're doing so they could just flag us, report us, or whatever.
Right.
And I wouldn't put it past that. I'm not going on theories and putting all my chips saying that that's exactly what happened. But I have those concerns again. And the thing with that is that I won't say that we have to be careful and watch what we have to say, but
we do.
But we have to start paying attention to what happens to any post that we put up. For example, you got essentially banned for 24 hours, and start noticing it, because it could be quite likely there are people within the group that are reporting us. Because remember, it's supposed to be a private group.
Right.
So that means that the guys have, if you want to be a part of the group, the guys will decide, whoever's making it. I don't know who makes the final decision. I would assume Jeff.
There's a few admins on. Let's say I know. I want to say all 4 of them are admins. So you got Nick, Jeff, Dion, and Kendo that are all admin. So pretty much they make the final decisions, and they have the final say on who gets in, what gets posted, and this, that, and the other. Because I know we had posts that were that like when you posted, it had to get approved by Jeff at one point. And that's why when I saw that, I kind of tapered back, because obviously, as you guys know, I post a lot and I share a lot of stuff, and I try to just keep conversations going. I try to initiate in the group, and like I've said, like when I was on the main show for a little bit, I may not be the most knowledged in like comic books and all and movies and all that, but it doesn't stop me from trying to get involved for the most part. So that's why I post as much as I do and I share as much as I do, because it's always just, it's to me, for as low filter as I can be, and as you make the rules and we will break them as I can be. I like to hear other people's opinions, because I like to hear what other people think, even if it's a different opinion from what I have. So that's why, like I said, that's why I post and share as much as I do. So if someone doesn't agree with me that, I don't know, that, Thanos may have a point, and they think, nah, Thanos is an asshole, you son of a bitch. I mean, fine, that's your opinion. More than welcome to hate Thanos. That's fine. You do you. I'll do me, and we'll just agree to disagree. So, but I mean, yeah, absolutely.
So did that ban come from Facebook itself or from the moderators?
Yes. No, that ban came from Facebook.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole thing about this. Like, I would love to believe that this is just Facebook doing this and it's only them alone, but judging from things I have seen in the past and encounters I've had with people who, I can't say where if they were fans. I've never. There sometimes we'll just see new names appear on the Facebook group, and again, this is not to say that we need to monitor every person that comes into the group. I'm not saying that. Nobody start thinking that. My whole point is that the guys, like you said, they decide who's going to be in the group, and they're pretty much for anybody. They'll let in almost anybody. Like,
right.
They think they just said they've only have to ever ban one person from WCBS, and I'm pretty sure we all know who that is, and we can all agree.
Yeah, I vaguely remember who that is, because they tried to add me, and then they fucking just kept sending me messages, and it's like, hey, watch my video of me blowing smoke rings, and I'm like, no, dude, go the fuck away. I don't want to watch this shit, man. So I had to block him, and he found another account, and then I forgot who it was because it was so long after, and next thing I know, he was wanting me to watch him blow smoke rings again, and I'm thinking to myself, blow it out your ass, and then I blocked him again. So
exactly, it wasn't a free speech. You're being a dick thing, and you're rubbing people off the wrong way, type of thing.
Yeah. The fuck?
Yeah, right?
That's what happened with me a bit. With a certain band that was certain, banned. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was messaging me for a while, and I just sort of was like, whatever. And then I think he finally got it and just stopped. Showing me all his YouTube videos.
Man, that dude was weird.
Mm-hmm. Like, hey, was he doing something recently though, Brian?
Listen,
what do you mean doing something recently? He got a job, went to a strip club on his birthday. I mean, I don't know.
Oh no, because I thought the guys on the main show were gonna, because I remember them saying, "Oh, someone came back," and I thought, well, maybe it was him, and maybe he was doing something again.
I know he does his own videos on YouTube, and every once in a while I get enough time to watch one or two as the cockroach character.
He's I'm pretty sure they're talking about they're probably talking about oh fuck, I was gonna go somewhere with this. Oh no. Okay. Maybe Eddie Cantil was trying to join the cast. That's what it was.
I don't know.
I don't know. He was probably just skimming through it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher Littleton was.
Sure enough, he gets right on the part where you talk about him.
Listen, Eddie, it's not to be insulting. We do love you, kid. You just need to improve your reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's constructive criticism.
Listen, I don't doubt that you won't get better at it, but just continue working, and one day you'll get good.
Got to get all the bad reviews out of you so you can write good ones.
Someday your prince will come.
Someday. So, you guys got any more topics, or are we done?
I got one very minor thing. The word out in the street, at least on Movie Web, is that we're going to have a new Batman by the end of the year.
Ooh.
Which means Batfleck is out.
Yeah, if they're gonna write and shoot and edit and deliver it by the end of the year, because they probably haven't been done any other crap, it's gonna be horrible.
You think he drank himself out of the role?
I don't know. Just
probably
bring
smoked
back
his way
Michael
out
Keaton. Yeah.
At this point,
I just want Michael Keaton back. That's all we need. Just bring back Michael Keaton.
Yeah, he can be old Batman.
And just have Michael Keaton forever. You can have stunt doubles when he's in the bat suit. Darken his hair a little bit. He's fine. He was in good enough shape to do the Vulture.
Dude, I just had a great idea. So what if they bring him back, but they do it as like a Batman Beyond thing where he is the old Batman and they find the Batman to replace him?
Well, that was in the article I posted on Facebook.
Well, I didn't read it.
It was basically why we need Michael Keaton to come back, and the author was talking about it could be a Batman Beyond movie. But I don't care. Or it could be the Dark Knight Returns, or whatever. What was the Frank Miller one there?
Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah,
the Frank Miller Band.
Yeah,
the Master Race.
Steve Miller Band. Yeah,
Dark Knight Returns. Hopefully, it's better than the animated version. That shit sucked.
That wasn't that bad.
No, it lost. It completely missed the point of the actual comic. Like it had none of its charm.
Ooh.
Look,
because I'm sure the comic was really charming.
No.
So charming. Why, yes, you can buy me dinner.
Hold on.
It's so funny,
there's a particular, and this is going to get very politically incorrect. There's a part in the comic where Batman returns, right? No, I don't think you would want it in that comic.
Man, never mind. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, none of the characters look sexy. Anyways,
go ahead.
So there's a part in the comic and where Batman returns and he's putting a stop to all the crime in Gotham, with the mutant gang and everything. And so they asked people in the street, what are your opinions of the return of Batman? And they asked the black guy, or at least he looked black. I don't know. I don't assume race. Anyways.
Just assume his race?
Yeah. So he makes a remark in the comic like, "Oh, I'm glad Batman's back. Now if he could do something about these homos." Hold up.
Sounds like this comic came out in 1947.
Right? And then when you watch the actual the animated version, which is 2 parts, I didn't even know it was 2 parts. Like, no wonder the shit sucks. They changed the line to saying, "Oh, maybe he could do something about my landlord."
Well, maybe he can.
God,
you don't know.
Sucks.
Why is this
maybe the landlord's a homo.
Aren't most landlords?
But you want to talk about stuff that they changed because of political correctness?
I was not aware of that. You should do a video on LMP.
Don't inspire me.
I think Seth is listening because he just posted. Oh, he shared a post for the Macho Man Trainee Savage.
Versus what was it? The soy and Saiyan. What was it called? LMP. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Super Saiyan.
Yeah, there we go. That motherfucker.
I love that.
I think he was ready to just fucking explode.
Kaboom.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I can find the scene from the comic book right now.
All right, you do that. So how was the lube job, Brian? You didn't talk about it.
Quick and wet.
There you go.
Did you slap Kellogg's like I said?
I didn't hear that.
Did you slap chop?
No.
You get back in there and let it
Did you at least
smack
do
down.
one beer review before you got back?
No, he actually reviewed some protein powder before he came back on.
There you go. I found it.
I
I'm
do
about
have a new
to-
pre-workout to review. I got it today with samples. So it's
Oh boy, with samples got y'all Twitter pated, doesn't it?
yeah. All right, we got to wrap up because I got to go ski tomorrow. So what are we doing?
Right.
Don't be a
wait.
fool. Wrap your tool.
Short nap.
Celibacy works 100%.
Nah, I like sex too much to be celibate.
Yeah.
And
Hashtag butt stuff.
Hashtag butt stuff.
Had to throw that in there.
All right. Any other topics? Are we done?
Nah, I think we're done.
I think it
We done.
smells like we're done. That's to me.
Gotta be the.
Smells like
I guess
Teen
we'll call this
Spirit.
the wrestling episode.
We're done. We're extra crispy. All right. Appalachian American and David Applegate. Thank you very much for listening. I don't think anybody, well, I don't know if Seth was listening. It was just timing. I don't know. There are
Good
5
timing.
watching now. So this has been episode 63 of the Fancast. 2019 is killing people already. And with us has been a special guest, Coach Loudy.
Good practice today, guys. Really like the tempo. Some of you guys out there need to stop being cocksuckers if you reported me. But if you didn't and it was some Facebook algorithm, then still stop being a cocksucker because no one like. Well, they do like those, but within reason.
Roundy Frank.
Email me if you want a pizza roll. Leave a comment on this web zone, and I will email you a pizza roll.
Leave a
Wait,
half
someone's
in the
making pizza
bag.
rolls?
Or half in the bag.
Wait, someone's making pizza rolls?
Yeah.
Half in the bag.
ATSTs. ATSTs.
STDs?
It's super cool.
LMP.
oh, something dark side. There you go.
Something, destiny.
There
All
you
right,
go.
tap and die. Close us out.
Don't
and say
forget to
goodnight.
brush your ass.
That's so
Okay, see you next week. Bye.
See ya.
Bitches.